Okay, we're on. Well, let's see what we have. We have the raspberry. Raspberry hop. 1879. The imposter. And the 2021 Brewing. We originally came here because they just came out with their pond. We sampled that first, and it wasn't very sweet. So, if the pink blonde were as well prepared as the raspberry, that would be a lot better. It's an 1879 ale. Very good. Yep. It smells mandarin. Yeah, their peach sangria was very good. 2021 trophy is a dark heavy beer. I think that's just the name. That's the beer. Okay, so to me, today's winner is the 1879, which is just called an ale. Yeah, but a close runner-up is this raspberry. And I'll probably get a raspberry pint after a mouthful of flight. It's a nice amount. There you go. Here's our patio. It's still a little warm, so that's why there's nobody out here. And then this is a space across. This is a space across that you can see, where I thought maybe sometimes people might go. And here's the restaurant in general. It's not huge. Good sized bar. That's where they work. Oh, award winners.
Picking it up now?
There we go.
Okay, do you want to introduce yourself as the owner?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Ryan Stewart. I'm the owner of Parker County Brewing Company here in Willow Park, and I'm really excited to have you guys here and tasting our beer today.
Very good.
Yes, very tasty.
How long have you been open?
So we opened in February of 2018, so a little over 4.5 years.
Okay. One of the questions that we ask other brewers are how did the pandemic affect you and how can you be through?
So, yeah, the impact of pandemic was devastating for sure. We had to close our doors for 8 weeks. We were deemed as one of the essential businesses, so we got to reopen in June of 2020 because we served food. So breweries that didn't serve food, I think they had to remain closed for 8-9 months after we got to reopen. So because we served food, we were one of the first businesses that got to reopen. And we were so fortunate to have the support of our community. As soon as we got to open up in June and then July, most of our guests came back. So there was still some hesitancy, of course, for at least a year after that. But yeah, as soon as we got to reopen, our business started to recover. So we've been so fortunate that we were able to do that.
How many employees do you have?
I know the exact number because I looked
Okay.
just on Wednesday. So we've hired a lot of new people in the last 3 weeks, and we're up to 46 employees.
Wow, that's great. What did you do before this?
Before I owned the brewery, I was a college professor teaching at Tarrant County College. I worked there for 10 years in the kinesiology department, and I was a professor there at the TCC Northwest campus.
Very nice. I'm trying to get in there and teach accounting.
Okay, there you go.
So we just retired, and we're back like in January. So we're starting, one of our plans is to go to all the national parks.
All right, yeah.
And as we travel parks, a lot of people do vlogs on parks, and it's something that's doing breweries around the parks.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds like fun.
yeah, it's a good way to spend time.
Is this the original location that you
It is,
opened it
yeah.
into? And is your beer distributed outside of the brewery?
Definitely not.
No.
So we only package beer and sell it out of our cooler, the front door, take beer to go. We do have a few accounts that serve beer on draft, but it's only 15.
Okay.
And it's really in the local area. There's 1 or 2 places in Fort Worth that you might be able to find our beer on draft, but it's kind of not really our focus. It's not really our business model. So we do a very, very small amount. It's a difficult game to be in. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, the more breweries you go visit, ask those kind of questions about distribution. I mean, some of these breweries are making like 30 cents on a case of beer. That's their margin. And so at that margin, we can't.
So actually, we were at Martin House yesterday. Sure. And they do their own distribution. They have their own trucks that do distribution. So that's why we could keep their prices down and cost down. Maybe.
I think it's the contracts. So in the state of Texas, if you own a packaging brewery like Martin House, you sign a contract with a large distribution company, and then you don't have control over your product ever again. Literally ever again. So like you sell your rights to distribution, that company who buys your rights, they can resell it to another company, they can shelve you, they could decide not to distribute your product anymore, and you can't buy them back as a brewery. You just give up all your rights to distribution and all control. So it's a tough business.
Sure. Well, a lot of breweries have had fundraisers. Sure. Charitable organizations.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, so a lot of the educational foundations around, they'll have golf tournaments, for the adults and the parents, and we've provided beer to a lot of those events. We've been involved with the animal shelter here locally several times, and a couple of times we've done things with breast cancer awareness here in October. So yeah, we've been pretty everywhere.
Is your patio dog friendly?
It is.
Okay.
Patio's dog friendly.
In here?
Not inside.
Not
Okay,
inside.
just outside.
Just
Inside.
outside.
And then family friendly as well. So
Yes, a lot of kids.
you're a full service restaurant.
We are a full service restaurant. We have a lot of servers. We have a kitchen. Yeah, so a lot of families come here. I don't think that we couldn't have survived, I think, if we were only 21 and up.
Yeah.
In this area where we live, it's very suburban, lots of small, or lots of young families, and so we cater to our market.
We're starting to see more business from the Gulf Ranch.
The Welsh Ranch for sure. Morning Star, there's a lot of new neighborhoods that are being built. A couple of new ones have just been announced. I mean, Parker County is set to really explode in the next 10 years. It's going to be about 100 to 150,000 people are going to be moving here. This is one of the last places to really start expanding in the DFW Metroplex. You know, they've gone all the way north of Dallas, north of Fort Worth, and now we're going west of it.
So that space that's right across from you, is that just a kids' playing area?
Yeah.
Can you bring beer over there or not?
So, technically no.
Okay.
The answer is technically no.
You have this patio here.
That inside patio that we saw.
And when we have, beer to go, of course, we can buy 4 packs, 6 packs, and then we have growlers too. And so sometimes people will walk out the door, and then we don't really ask questions about what they do with the sealed cans after they leave the door.
I understand.
Right.
So here, what do you guys do with your trash, your hops and stuff?
The spent grain?
Yeah.
So hops go down the drain. It's not edible, but the grain, maybe. But I don't know how hops would work in composting because they're antimicrobial and antibacterial. It's actually a preservative, so it may prevent.
Yeah.
It may prevent some of that, natural, composting and decomposition kind of stuff. But I don't know. I've never been asked to do that. But, a local rancher picks up all of our spent grain after we brew. They have a ranch with 600 head of cattle out west of here, and we have a great partnership. I'm sure they love it too.
Sure,
The way that the prices of the grain have gone, that's all.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So, and the reason I saw something on the news where they're composting fruits and vegetables that have not had in the grocery store. So it just made me think of that. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Feeding the cows.
What's your favorite thing about owning a brewery?
I think it's just the fellowship of everybody having a good time. That's why I wanted to create the brewery in the first place, is to give people who live in this area a reason to stay local and not drive to Fort Worth to go do something. That we have an option here. And the response from everybody out here has been great. They love coming here, and I like seeing people smile and have a good time.
Yeah.
That's what we do. The whole reason we exist is for people to have fun.
And that was my comment earlier outside of our house. We haven't been to a brewery that the employees don't smile. All the employees.
Yeah,
That's why it's having a good time.
Culture is good in breweries.
Yeah, it is.
Different than ours.
Yes,
It might be a little angry sometimes.
Yeah.
But you never see that in the brewery.
Yeah.
So, not a bad life. Well, thank you very much. And your name again?
Ryan Stewart.
Ryan, thank you very much.
Give me a
Thanks.
Thanks for coming.